Carolyn, House Bill 124 was passed during the previous legislative session, and groups opposed to the bill says it creates unfair burdens for students, so they filed a lawsuit last March. Now, that lawsuit was dismissed in the district courts, and it was then appealed to the state Supreme Court, where we're currently waiting for a decision. Election Day might look a little different in our neighboring state of Montana after their Supreme Court struck down 4 voting laws, one of which prevented student ID cards from being used for in-person voting.
This case is unquestionably about limitations on the right to vote.
A similar battle is playing out in the courts here at home over House Bill 124, which took effect this year and removed student IDs as an acceptable form of voter ID. Babe Vote and the Legion of Women Voters of Idaho are challenging the law and are now hoping momentum from the Treasure State carries over to the Gem State.
What happened there and what we're currently seeing in Idaho kind of gives us a sense of hope that, well, maybe if something like that can happen in Montana where they do kind of turn that down, maybe then what we're seeing here in Idaho with HB 124 also has a chance.
Yvonne Shen is a student at Boise High and a member of Babe Vote.
Nonpartisan group that essentially works to kind of get more youth involved in government through civic engagement.
She's not involved in the ongoing lawsuit, which is currently under review by the Idaho Supreme Court.
Ensuring that we maintain having student IDs as that form of identification ensures that we can not only register more voters, but also we get more people to the polls.
In December, the state Supreme Court heard arguments in an appeal.
But recently, the legislator has become concerned that student IDs lack basic security measures and, due to their great variety, also pose difficulties for consistent administration.
Attorneys for the state say House Bill 124 is within the legislature's power. The state also argues their program to provide free state IDs for voting solves the issues of people impacted by the student ID removal. But Babe Vote members say those free IDs still have issues.
It still doesn't solve the problem because there are still restrictions on getting that free ID.
And again, both sides made their cases in the appeal hearing, and we're now waiting for the Idaho Supreme Court's decision. Carolyn, we're not necessarily sure how long that'll take, but just for a little reference, this Montana law, it took a couple of years to be resolved.
All right. Well, I was going to say we'll wait for that decision, but we may be waiting a while.
Yep.
Thanks for the update, Jude.